don't we all strive to being content, starting our days content? When we sip on our first cup of coffee in the morning and we kind of looking forward, for the rest of our day, don't we really want to, when we are spiritually content, doesn't that really help us just get moving in our day and where nothing can get in our way? A great beginning for spiritual enlightenment is in understanding your universal intellect and that you are a spiritual being, whole with all of creation, which is a divine intelligence of an all-loving power. In achieving spiritual oneness with the universe, emphasis should really be placed on the limitation of all individuals because, we are all in this together. I just had spoken of wholeness with all of creation. That means we are all one. We're not just related, we are connected as one. Hello, everyone. My name is James Nussbaumer, and I'm the author of 2 fabulous books. The first one, the pilot of my ever-developing series, is called The Master of Everything. It's a story of mankind in the world of illusion we call life. And the second book, the sequel, is called Mastering Your Own Spiritual Freedom, Lessons from A Course in Miracles. And both books are on sale all over the world, in bookstores, anywhere books are sold, all over the world, and published by Ozark Mountain Publishing Company. I hope you'll pick up a copy. There's more books on the way, but these are the first 2 of the ever-developing series. Getting back to what I was saying, rather than stressing the need that I help you or that you help me, shouldn't it be that we are helping us? A Course in Miracles that I'm very fond of, and for those of you that know me know this, A Course in Miracles helps us to see that rather than making ourselves and others helpless-minded, we must become helpful-minded spiritually and must help others to become so as well without the thought of personal gain. What might this kind of a condition look like? Well, let me share a quick story with you that I think is a cute little story. A man stepped aboard a train one day, and one of his shoes slipped off and landed on the track. There was no time for him to retrieve it as the train was beginning to move. To the amazement of his companions, the man actually calmly took off his remaining shoe and threw it out onto the railroad tracks. When asked why he gave up his remaining shoe as well, the man replied that the man who finds both shoes lying on the track will now have a pair he can use, which may give him a better day. We all identify with the ego at times, some of us more often than others. The ego is that doubting and fearful side in us and is often judgmental. We think only of ourselves as when we're coming from the ego. Like a man clinging to a single useless shoe, lamenting our lack and profoundly out of balance, is a trait of the ego. When we are helpful-minded, we are focused on how others might benefit from our actions, and then we're at peace and we're content. This is spiritual development and spiritual freedom. Any other lesser form of freedom is like a house built on sand. There is no greater gift than that of inner freedom, and no task more important than helping others achieve this spiritual awareness. An individual who mistakenly believes he is lost or lacking may live a lifetime of misery in the ego's domain, where all of his actions are shaped by this illusory picture. But if some event in his life challenges him so deeply that he unthinkingly steps forth with great courage, then the illusion will suddenly vanish and he will see himself as a different being. Often it takes a real crisis to bring out a sure knowledge of the real inner self, and it's always a creative, true free will. In both of my books, I explain the crisis that I had to go through in my life, just unthinkable and unimaginable how I would ever get through it, but I did. Truly happy people are rare, aren't they? Think about that. Too often the smiles we see on people are just nothing but brave fronts of the ego, a false idea of oneself to put a mask over varying degrees of internal misery. Yet everywhere and in every walk of life, people are seeing happiness and searching desperately for a means to break out of the trap their lives have become. You know, if you feel bound and imprisoned, by asking the Holy Spirit, your inner divine teacher, for guidance, you can be released from this trap, just as I was. This asking constitutes your spiritual birth, an awakening, if you will, and then you can travel along the path of spiritual freedom. You know, in the pages of this book here, Mastering Your Own Spiritual Freedom, book 2 of the series, my goal has been to help you discover the same answers that I have. These answers, I'm certain, will help you to obtain real vision and keep you alert along your own spiritual journey. In book 1, The Master of Everything, I share experiences of how I began my path to spiritual freedom. Here is to your spiritual freedom and the best life imaginable that I hope you could have. I wish the best for you. If you feel this video is helpful, please click on the subscribe button to this YouTube video and help my subscribership grow. I would appreciate it. And feel free to message me. Many of you have messaged me. I'm available on Facebook, Twitter, right here at this YouTube channel. You can message me, or even at my blog site. I promise to return any questions that you have and answer the best I can, or just any comments. I'd just love to hear from you. Thank you again, and just have a great day today and be content. Bye-bye.